We live in an age of noise. Everyone talks, everyone explains, everyone justifies. You post something online, someone disagrees, and you feel the need to defend. A friend misunderstands you, you rush to explain. A stranger insults you, and your blood boils, ready to prove them wrong. But here is the timeless truth. If you are right, you don't need to defend yourself. If you are wrong, you cannot defend yourself. This lesson, spoken by Epictetus, cuts through the fog of ego and pride. It forces you to ask, why am I so desperate to explain myself? Why do I waste my breath proving my worth to people who don't even matter? The Stoics remind us, a lion does not explain itself to sheep. Truth does not beg for recognition. And a man of discipline does not waste his energy convincing the ignorant. So today, let us step into the wisdom of silence. Because silence is not weakness, it is strength. And the moment you stop defending yourself, you start living free. Section 1. The weight of silence. Why do we defend ourselves? Because we fear judgment. We fear being seen as wrong, misunderstood, or weak. But here's the paradox. The more you defend yourself, the weaker you look. Think about it. A man constantly explaining himself is not seen as strong. He is seen as insecure. The Stoics called this slavery of the mind, living chained to the opinions of others. Seneca once wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." Replace more with approval, and the truth emerges. It is not the man who has too little validation that is weak, but the man who constantly craves it. True silence is not empty. It is full of power. Silence means you know your worth. Silence means you no longer perform for an audience that does not deserve you. And silence means you choose your battles, because not every insult deserves a war. Section 2. The trap of validation. Scroll through social media. And what do you see? Millions of people screaming into the void, explaining, debating, justifying, defending every second of the day. We've been trained to believe that every thought must be defended, every action explained, every choice justified. But here is the brutal truth. No one really cares. The world is too busy with its own insecurities to judge you as much as you think. The audience you are trying to please is not even paying attention. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Think about that. You put strangers above yourself. You defend your worth in front of people who will not remember your name tomorrow. Defending yourself online, in arguments, in gossip, it does not make you stronger. It makes you a slave to noise. And the Stoic answer is simple. Detach. Withdraw. Let go. Section 3. Set. The inner fortress. Imagine yourself as a fortress. Strong walls unshaken by storms, standing tall against attacks. Inside the fortress lies your mind, your principles, your truth. When someone insults you, criticizes you, misjudges you, they are simply throwing stones at the wall. If the wall is strong, it does not break. It does not explain. It does not beg. It simply stands. Epictetus taught, if someone speaks ill of you, the only thing you should do is consider whether it is true. If it is true, accept it. Improve. If it is false, ignore it, for it does not belong to you. The fortress does not lower its gates for every traveler, and you must not lower your dignity for every fool. Section 4. The rude and the foolish. Let's talk about disrespect. The rude coworker, the bitter friend, the stranger who mocks you in public. Your first instinct is to respond, to prove yourself, to fire back. But pause. Ask yourself, who are you trying to prove this to? The Stoics would laugh at this. Why? Because a fool's opinion holds no value. Arguing with a fool is like wrestling in mud. Both get dirty, but the fool enjoys it. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy, not to shout louder, not to explain yourself, but to remain calm, untouchable, unshaken. The one who insults you already exposes his weakness. By defending yourself, you step down to his level, but by staying silent, you show him his words hold no power." Section 5. The power of walking away. There is no greater strength than restraint, the power to walk away. Not from weakness, but from wisdom. When you walk away from arguments that don't matter, you protect your peace. When you refuse to explain yourself to small minds, you guard your dignity. When you stop chasing approval, you rise above the crowd. This is why silence is feared. Because silence cannot be controlled. When you do not defend yourself, you rob the enemy of his victory. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." And the bravest act in a noisy world is silence. To live with self-respect so deep, you don't need anyone's applause. The final lesson, so here is the truth. If you are right, you don't need to defend yourself. If you are wrong, you cannot defend yourself. The next time someone insults you, stay silent. The next time someone misunderstands you, let them. The next time someone demands you explain your worth, smile and walk away. Because your life is not a courtroom. You are not on trial. And your dignity is not up for debate. The Stoics remind us, the man who masters himself has no need to defend himself. He is already free. So choose silence, choose strength, choose to live above the noise.